You see the color back in there? That's because I have flush into infill turned on. When you have it all looking like this, including the infill, this is flush into object turned on. And I get questions on how do you do that? Because it reduces how much goes in there. Let me show you the settings. So there's two ways to do this. The first, which to me is the simplest, is you put your model on the build plate, paint it up the way you want, color selected, and then you select one of the models. And then you right click on it and you go down to flush options and you check flush into object. And if you want to flush into infill, you flush into infill. Now I usually always have flush into supports turned on. The other way to do this is to go over here and go from global to objects. Pick one of your objects and then go down to others and then flush options, and you can check these boxes here. Now these settings work in Bambu Slicer and Orca Slicer because they're both basically set up the same. After you check your boxes, slice your plate and look at your poo difference, which will be your flush column here. Now you can add more flush objects. Now if you can't sell them, you know, what's the point? You're still throwing them away at that point. But if you can put things on the build plate that you can sell or give away, like other objects, you can flush into those objects by doing the right click or by going to the Others tab. And you want to reduce this flush column as much as possible. One thing to keep in mind is time. The more models you put on the bed, the more time it's going to take and the more overall filament because you're adding objects. So is the Purge object worth the extra plastic? You have to kind of do that, your math in your own head and see if that's going to work for you.